So this one, I'm gonna have to start it off with taking a good shot at some of these corporations. Oh, and to think that I don't see what you lot are up to is a big, big misunderstanding. And I think that the world should know what you're up to. Because to poison our children and to act like fucking Nazis and Hitlers of the world is absolutely disgusting. And to see the way that you would operate in a world where you're trying to take over hard-working governments because you don't like being taxed and you fear the tax that's going to come from your massive billions. And you know the corporations I'm on about. Let's take the ones that want to put in our foods different chemicals and different shit like that then cause our children to have behavior problems. And those poor little kids that have to go through and suffer and be subject to your type of really weird experiments, to be honest. And to just imagine a world run by all of you is absolutely disgusting that you would do this to children. Because those poor little children that then get sick, then have behavior problems, and parents are at their wits' end because of it. And it's not just that, right? Because once I thought this was the government doing it, but no, I got it wrong. It's you corporations doing it. And I think that the government are trying to, in a way, stop you from doing it. And, you know, but it's catch-22, isn't it? I think this is the biggest form of espionage I think I've ever seen, and I bear witness to it, and been subject to your experiments. And in the middle of these experiments, right, it's absolutely disgusting. So what are you trying to do? Overrun the hospitals. So then what? More taxes, more taxes, more taxes. And then you play around with chemicals and put some harsh chemicals in. I mean, let's take a look at tobacco products just for a start. How many chemicals are in there? 70? 70. And this is not even scratching the surface when we start talking about E numbers and chemical bases and stuff like that. And the children, but when they're sick, you know that they need medicine, right? And just a simple paracetamol, yeah? Very simple paracetamol. But no, you're going to ladle it full of E numbers. And then what? You're making sweets too, ladled full of E numbers. Oh, and what else? It's inside bread as well, because just in case they're sick, want a sandwich. Do you know what? That's like nearly 47 different chemicals. Do you know 47 different chemicals inside food? I think that is absolutely disgusting that you would do that to people. And that is a type of insight, really, isn't it, into the way you would actually operate if you manage to knock down a government.
Yeah.
And then you become the rulers, right?
Yeah.
With your billions and your millions and trillions and all the rest of it. And all we would be to you is nothing more than the Jews were to Hitler. And you would just exterminate us with these chemicals that you do. I just think it's really sick that you would do this to children. Do you know how angry I am? It's not anger. I don't know what it is, to be honest. And I think that whilst you sit there behind all of your little screens, blowing the smoke towards the government each and every single time, I would have to say, how dare you do that?
Yeah.
So, no, I think that the people should really know what you're up to and how you operate. And just to remove the E number from the packaging is not dealing with the problem, really, is it? How do you find that? Do you find that sickening? So whilst the people are sitting there and they want to say, oh, these people should leave the country or this, and this. And then how do you not know that they're not removing nicotine or different things like that? Putting shit in the water, not making you think very clearly, or most individuals not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
What a world to be in, right? And
Yeah,
all of
it
this
is.
because you don't want to pay your taxes. But I'll ask you a question, and I hope you can answer me it, is what are you going to do when you've removed most of the people and you've dumbed them down? And everybody then starts to die or different things like that, or they're not able to reproduce, or they're having miscarriages and different things like that. Who are you going to get to be your little slaves, your minions? Who is it going to be? Because what, you're going to then start pointing the finger at each other, are you? It's absolutely ridiculous what you lot are up to. Ooh. And I think then the people, rather than worrying about who's in this country and let's go and throw a rock at the police and different things like that, nah, No, I don't think it's the mosques that should be being pulled down, really, is it? It's these companies, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that it should be a new way forward, and that if you really, really want to save yourselves, number one would be stop your shit. Number two would be probably start doing something about your
Yeah.
little e-numbery tactics that you're doing. I mean, this is disgusting. Absolutely
Yeah,
disgusting.
it is, isn't
And I
it?
mean, if anybody out there wants to actually take a look at what is going on, then
Yeah.
feel free, because I'm pretty sure that the same way that I come to these conclusions, you see, I walked this path as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Do you know how much the people around were just going into
Just
you,
yeah. Yeah.
punishing you, not knowing what's wrong with this, that, and the other? Oh my days! And then it just seems then we need more police officers, and then we could what to clean up the mess because people aren't thinking properly. Wow, we don't smoke the shit, we sell it. We don't eat the shit, we just sell it. We don't drink the shit, we sell it. Making more and more and more and more millions.
More and more. Yeah. 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 They do, don't they?
Wow, what a wonderful world we live, isn't it? And then how many of you have infiltrated or got into the government? How many of you are there? How many? How many go around writing your little books and you're on your little poxy YouTube channels as well? Just stirring it. You all got these really big, long wooden spoons, ain't you? Just like little bitch witches just stirring
And
that
cauldron.
fucking pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I do have faith and hope, because you know what? Most of the people in this country, which is actually a kick in the teeth, really, isn't it? To be honest, it's an absolute kick in the teeth to all the people that may have died in a war, fighting on different, like, Nazis and what do you call it? The Hitler of the world, if you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet, you lot decided, well, I'm going to do exactly the same fucking thing. But there is hope, though, because didn't we win?
Yeah.
Didn't we win?
Yeah, we did win, didn't we?
So just think on that, you lot. And yeah, I think I'm going to make it my life's journey and work to spread this as much as possible, because I think it needs to be said and people need to see it, don't they, for what it really is.
Yeah.
And sure, one small fish in a pond, right? Wow, isn't it amazing how many people you can convince, really, isn't it? But you go for the children. That's the bit. Oh, oof. That's the bit, isn't it?
That is, isn't it?
That's the bit that is fucked up, to be honest. And I will choose my words very carefully when I say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is pretty damn disgusting. It's only a matter of time, by the way, and that clock is definitely ticking for you lot. Yeah, matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, just removing the E number from the printed product, that's not enough.
No, it's not.
That is not enough. So I would say take this as your warning, and your one and only warning that you're going to get.
Yeah.
You need to do something about it and stop being so scared to pay a fucking tax. I think you all need to come to the table somewhere along the lines, and I think you need to sit down and have a think about it, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. They should.
A really long,
shouldn't they?
hard
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah, because I feel a change is in the air, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And do you really think that these companies should be allowed to continue?
No. I
No.
don't think so.
No, I don't. That is really bad.
That is, isn't it? Yeah.
How many diseases is this causing? And then we get people in power that are more in favour for you lot.
Yeah.
I think that really needs looking into, don't you?
Yeah.
That should be absolutely not. Because we're in a world that's run by corporations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine it?
Oh, I can't imagine it. That would be too much, wouldn't it?
There would be no NHS. There would be literally nothing. Your teeth would
Nothing.
then begin to dissolve
yeah.
and to make more and more money. Or is it money? Or is it control? Because you see how it is. Massive tax breaks for them. You have to do everything for them.
Yeah.
That is incredible, isn't it? But not for long.
Yeah,
Mark my words.
yeah.
That will do for me.
Okay.
You may upload this one as public, please.